Welcome back, gods and goddesses, to the Gifted Goddess channel, where I channel my gifts for the collective advantage. And I encourage you to not only seek your gifts, but to find meaningful ways to employ them in any way they are the Most High deem fit, not just for the benefit of self, but for the collective as well. I channeled this message on December 22nd, 2025. Something is very significant about that date. Possibly for you, remember to take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't apply, just let it fly. If it does, then sit back and catch this vibe, okay? Don't take it personal where it doesn't have to be. I'm hearing where it need not be, okay? So something or someone is where it need not be. I'm hearing where they ought to be. Okay, so I channeled this at 11:14 a.m. or that time is significant for someone. Somebody could be a Scorpio. Okay. Scorpions are significant. Scorpio season could have been significant for you. That time of year is always significant. Perhaps Thanksgiving. I'm hearing, yeah, Valentine's Day as well. So maybe from November to February, significant changes coming through. Okay, yeah. So with Scorpio, it just gave me a piece of a poem that I wrote some years ago. And I basically said, like, I don't know everything, but I know a lot. I know, like, there's no worse pain than the sting that a Scorpio can bring or something. Child, 211 is definitely significant. I've been seeing that all day. Happy Pisces. Is that Pisces or Aquarius? 222 on the time. Something about the channel 22 could be significant. I keep getting that. Okay, channels you're watching. Channels you're getting. Okay. Channels you're watching online, different readers I'm getting, okay, could be significant. Okay, somebody needs to link the stories, like maybe you're getting bits and pieces of the story from different readers, or you're not connecting the dots, okay, that's for someone specific. Uncle Rush is significant. Isn't he from Run DMC? DMC, I'm getting DMV area. Them could be initials, DMV, DMC for you or someone who this resonates for. And uncle energy could be significant. Rush Limbaugh is significant. Child, some about racism. Let's just get into this message. Heavy on the masculine energies. Fathers, uncles, grandfathers. I also saw 3355 before I came on. So that just let me know something is divinely orchestrated. A change is divinely orchestrated, okay? Coming in for this energy. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing from, because I got 11, right? 11:14 a.m. Then I got 12:22, and then we got 2. Then 2:25. Okay, so that's just letting me know. Then threes, you see what I'm saying? So this is a progressive change. Somebody's changing their auto insurance to progressive. Or you're considering something about insurance is significant, but the Most High wants to ensure that this change takes place, and so it is divinely orchestrated. It must occur. Okay. I'm hearing it's Akashic, it's in the records, okay? Pertaining to Akasha, okay? Let's get into the energy, because now I'm seeing the vampire movie with Leah. Who knows? It might be significant. Only one way to find out. Stay tuned, kids. Okay, so class, are we ready? Pencils out, eyes forward, notebooks open. Today, since we've traveled to the islands, if you haven't checked out the last video, I suggest you check them out. Heavy on the water energy, heavy on the emotions, okay? Somebody could be heavy in their emotions, cold emotions. We've been getting a lot of cold water energy, okay? I'm seeing the glacier video. Heavy on the ice caps, capping, cold-hearted caps, and the energy. If you don't know, go back and listen to the other video, okay? You cannot be connecting the story because you're not listening to all the messages. Like, if I refer you to one thing, how I was supposed to refer to that poem. Okay, so if you're being referred to listen to something else, not just by me, not just on this channel, but other places, right? It could be in your everyday life. Something tells you to read now, right? You see something that says, a caption on it says read now. You're like, no. Okay, I just did that. So that's how I know. But we've been to the island. So since we're near the waters, let's have a lesson in fishing. Something about gone fishing is significant. Someone has gone fishing. Spirit set the bait, and it was just a mere minnow on the hook. And these energies, hungry for attention, rushed to bite the bait. They fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Okay? Now they'll be sinking, wallowing in their own dark, dank, dirty, deep-seated, seeds are significant. Seeding is significant. But they'll be wallowing in their own dark, dank, dirty, deep-seated anger, repression, depression, and greed. Okay? So what I'm getting is everybody has a price, right? I'm seeing the prices, right? Everybody has a price. So what I'm getting is these people, these energies, these entities had a very low menial price because a minnow, if you've never been fishing, is small as hell, right? I think that's what they're called. I ain't been fishing in a minute. Okay, somebody could like to fish. I'm getting this is an ancestor, a male ancestor involved as well that enjoy fishing. That's kind of in your energy. I'm just seeing like someone lurking, like a dad, a helicopter parent, if you will, right? Just in the energy, making sure everything's okay. They're on assignment, is what I'm getting, okay? From the Most High, okay? But Spirit set the bait. A little fish, that's all it took, was a little something to get people to bite the bait, to go against you. We keep getting this energy, right? Something about rhyming words are significant. Dr. Seuss is significant. Alliteration and homophones are significant. You could be a writer. Somebody could be a teacher. I'm hearing kindergarten teacher, primary school, elementary school teacher. Now I'm seeing that movie Weapons. I have to find a way to stream that, okay? If you know how, drop down, below, allegedly, how to stream it. But this divinely orchestrated change had to come through because these people that are surrounding you too easily took the bait, right? And what I was seeing when I channeled this is, I'm hearing when you bait a fish, right? Somebody could be a beta energy, okay? Now I'm just hearing alpha, beta, delta, omega, and what's the S one? There's another one. I'm hearing siphon, but that's not the S one. Sigma. Okay, Sigmas like to stand on their own child, okay? I'm seeing eights. This can have to do with abundance, divine. I'm hearing karmic laws or universal laws. What you put out there is what comes back to you, collective, okay? So you literally reap what you sow. They will get what they put out there abundantly, right? So when we think about abundance, we think about just good things, right? You can sow a bunch of negative abundance, right? It's all about what you put out there. somebody was greedy in the energy and they wanted to take. So it's circling around and a lot is being taken from them, okay? Because they easily took the bait to go against you. But when I was channeling this energy, I saw like a fishing line. I'm seeing hook, line, sinker again. But when you bait a fish, that's very significant. Red snapper can be significant. Salmon can be significant. I don't even eat fish. Let's start there, okay? I'm hearing shrimp. Somebody's, equivalent to a shrimp. I'm not gonna say that, okay? Thank you. If you get it, you got it. These are significant, okay? All right. So your name can start with D. Okay, there's whomever this is in your energy, okay? I'm hearing the spirit of David is coming through the collective energy. Okay, so everybody's kind of defeating their Goliath. That's why these stories are resurfacing, right? And you could feel like, well, goddamn, when are we going to get to the good part? I know I am, right? Like, I love to channel nicer, calmer, lovelier energies, but different people are in different timelines and experiences getting through this. So be patient, okay? If it's not for you, simply click off. But if it resonates for you, you may need to stay and hear it. Anywho, moving right along. When I channeled this, I saw you bait a fish, you put the minnow on the hook, okay? But I kept zoning in on the red bobber thing that's attached. Fellas, if y'all in the comments, or ladies, if you're a fisher, again with this fisher of men, right? You teach a man you give a man food, he'll eat a day. Teach a man how to fish, he will eat for a lifetime. Okay, somebody took the quick route, the easy way out, instead of learning how to fish and, learning how to sustain themselves for a long time. They took the easy way out. Now I'm getting the story of when, was it God or Christ gave them money or something, or was a king gave people money and, one person spent it all, one person saved it all, and the other person flipped it. It's kind of giving that Keisha Kaur energy. Gucci went to jail, he gave her some money, she flipped it. I forget how much. And then I just saw Blueface child saying that he gave his BM money and she ain't do nothing with it, okay? So yeah, heavy on the takers, okay? Okay. Listen to that now. They were so eager to be greedy and take from you, whether it's energetically, physically, financially, emotionally, right? And go out into the world and give it to others instead of sewing it back into you and your relationship, whether this is an intimate relationship, familial, whatever have you, friendship, okay? They weren't reciprocating what was being given, okay? Now, listen to what I just said. They have a BM, a ex, a friend, a lover. I'm hearing somebody they just crushing on, who just want gimme. Now a taker is dealing with a taker. I'm hearing a taker is stuck with a taker. Oops, my bad. Okay, so somebody spends all their money on things in the closet, clothes, makeup, like dumb shit, okay? I'm just seeing a bunch of dumb shit, like incense, perfume, like dumb shit, unnecessary shit. You could be using that money to level up, to put into businesses, structure, the family finances in a way that's set up for longevity. Okay, get with your girl, okay? Libra could be significance, okay? But any sign could be significant. Oh Lord, now check this out. After the red bobber, so the red is significant. Somebody is in the root chakra, heavy on the greed, the ego, the lust, right? The instant gratification, the taker energy, right? An unbalanced root chakra, okay? Because if it's balanced and it's healthy, you're happily and I'm hearing happily and gladly rooted, okay? So you're glad to be rooted into something that's sustaining. When you're disconnected, you right from the source, baby. I'm just hearing philanderer, a philanderer of philanthropy, okay? So baby, he's funding all the hoes, okay? Anywho, I have spirit and ancestors, possibly fishers, as I said already, of mice and men. I didn't even realize I wrote that. See what I'm saying? Thank you for confirmation, spirit. But they are tracking their every move. Yeah, I promise you, I'm gonna have to turn on the camera when I'm channeling these things. I didn't even realize I wrote that. Remember, I said you have like a father energy or someone who's possibly a fisher, grandfather, uncle. Hell, it could be a great aunt that was in a masculine energy or just like fishing, right? That's a pastime that's normal of people all over the place. I'm hearing all over the island. Now I'm getting the island gives us what we need and no one leaves. So Moana could be significant, someone could be Samoan. Hey y'all. I love the Samoans. But Moana was just all about a general curse breaker. She was literally the wayfinder, a pathfinder. But this energy thought you would say they didn't want you to leave. Okay, what's happening? They wanted you on an island to yourself where you couldn't leave. You were stranded out to sea to depend on them only because that's their way of doing things. That's what they're used to. People just taking, taking, taking. They don't understand a reciprocal relationship. Again, familial, intimate, friendship, whatever have you, could be one, two, or three of these things, okay? A, B, or C, D, all of the above, okay? These are significant, okay? But yeah, now these ancestors and spirits of the fisher, somebody don't want me to say this, are tracking their every move. Gonna make we sort them out. Please go listen to my last message. Ciao. I didn't even realize this was on here. The last message, spirit be moving, okay? I'm telling you, when I be channeling, it goes down, okay? Right? Cards for who? What? Right? Who does that? My last message was with, it's called The General Has Been Notified. This ancestor don't play, okay? Somebody, this is heavy. I'm hearing dark ancestry, but deeper down the lineage line, okay? Remember in Moana, right? It was a lot of generations that lived on the island. Her grandmother was there, right? But when she went into that cave and she was getting to see, I was about to say her real ancestors, but the older ancestors and getting to know them, perhaps you're being called to get to know your lineage further. Somebody might need to do I don't recommend ancestry.com because, the GOV of the things, right? But just dig deeper, ask the questions of the older relatives. That's what she did. Perhaps ask a grandmother or an older relative. I'm getting a female because the females be paying more attention to stuff about your lineage and where this goes. When she went into that cave with her grandmother, remember on the island, they, they relied on the island giving them what they needed, and they refused to go out and surf and, go past a certain barrier reef, barriers being significant because they were fearful people might get hurt or injured. What they did not know or tried to ignore was, yeah, because they knew, okay, that was kind of hiding it. So definitely something hiding in your energy that someone doesn't want you to know, or you're just not privy to, okay? And when she learned that she came, I'm just hearing Voyagers. We were Voyagers. When she learned that, she was so happy because the sea had always called her. How did the song go? Trying to forget how that song go. Now I'm seeing Tafiti. I love that movie. My children loved that movie when they were younger. So you could watch that movie, but heavy on getting to know your ancestry because they are deep in your energy. If you don't do anything else, like I'm saying, remember what I said in the beginning. I didn't even realize this was going to come up again. If you don't watch anything else, if that part resonates with you, the ancestry part, go back to the reading right before this that says the general has been notified because somebody very high ranking in your ancestral line has been notified of this. Okay, I'm seeing like sharks and piranhas like swarming around an island. So if the island is you, right? Your energy, there's sharks and piranhas like swarming the island. So you couldn't even get on the boat and sail off to calmer waters if you wanted to or tried. So the general had to be notified. Now, yeah, they were sought out. Somebody sought you out, or this general was sought out. Now they're seeking this person out or these people out in your energy who's making your path or your time difficult, very difficult is what I'm hearing. Okay. Something about the G masonries, right? I don't need black trucks in my house. Okay. But someone could have been a mason, something about grand lodges or significant. You might need to figure out what lodges people belong to in the things, okay? Someone was sought after because of you, or some people were mad or felt attacked because you're being highly sought after, okay? I'm just hearing heat seeking missiles, okay? So, ooh, child. Mm-mm. That's another message for another time. I keep getting this war energy, okay? Whoop. Let's put a pin right there, okay? If you know, you know. If you can, let's turn on our listening ears, class. If you're discerning, you can hear the deeper message in the messages, okay? Oh, as I say that, my alarm's going off. Somebody's name is Jack. 23:34 on the time as I said that. It was 22:34, sorry. So 2, 3, 4s are significant. 22 to 34, someone could be that age range. But yes, you're being highly, but yes, you're being highly sought after, and it's making these people uncomfortable. So they tried keeping you out in a boat stranded in the middle of nowhere. What did I say? While they go out fishing, as there are plenty of fish, POF could be significant. Somebody could be on that site, plenty of fish, and you don't know. Okay, I'm hearing throughout the relationship, steady fishing, right? When they got the biggest catch at home, you were the greatest catch, and they're still out fishing and they're getting all this negative stuff, piranhas and all types of stuff, crabs and little stuff, right? In the sea, you could tell I don't eat. I was gonna say shrimp. You probably don't eat shrimp. You might have a shellfish allergy. I don't, but that just came up. Um, but yeah, no. Mm-mm. Why go fishing when you got the biggest catch at home? Anywho, it's like almost fumbling Beyonce. How you fumble Nia Long? Like, are y'all all right out there, fellas, gentlemen? We gonna need to conduct a study, cause what? Y'all be feeling yourself. That's neither here nor there. Let me focus. They were out fishing, possibly on plenty of fish in the sea, trying to see who they can bait in with their fake energy while keeping you in the big house, hanging on the wall as their greatest catch. What did I say, collective? Telling grand stories of how they caught you, but not speaking on how but not speaking on how they had to release you because you were too big of a fish for them to keep a hold on to, okay? What I'm getting, collective, is you're a rare breed, exotic to be exact, okay? While we're on this island, so you could quite literally be exotic, but your energy is something most people haven't seen. So while there's plenty of fish in the sea, you have piranhas swarming, okay, sharks swarming, trying to keep you contained on this island by yourself. What I'm getting is they don't even care if they can't have you at this point as long as nobody else does. Sick. Like, that is sick to not treasure you, not focus on you, and not prioritize you. And then, when you have to call it quits or you have to walk away in whatever type of relationship this is, even friendships I'm getting, for you to have to pull back your energy. Now everybody wants to be on high alert, swarming around. Now you matter. No, just go back to plenty of fish. I'm sure there's plenty of fish in the sea for you to play with. But I'm hearing that Lotto song. That cat is giving fish. Okay. So yeah, collective, we're gonna leave them there and this reading for them to go deep sea diving with their plenty of fishy fish. Okay. If you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We got to take care of some business. I'm going to start doing this in the beginning, okay, to make sure everybody knows what's available. If you receive divine downloads, I have a download journal available on Amazon. I'll put the link below. It'll help you in documenting your downloads more clearer for more accurate deciphering and decoding, okay? Your direct channeling from the Most High Source Spirit, okay? If you are a dreamer, I'm hearing divine dreamers in the house, okay? Definitely on this journey, you want to document your dreams because they can clue you into next parts of the road. Possibly parts of the path you need to take a closer look at. Just a deeper dive into the subconscious as a whole. Some people are even prophetic dreamers, right? I'm getting some people, you might not even know that until you start writing things down and you realize, hey, wait, something I dreamt about 2 months ago or last week, I'm hearing last week in particular, came true, okay? It could be the most minute thing, like you running a red light and getting pulled over, okay? Be careful out there in traffic. Texting on your phone. I'm seeing someone texting on the phone, dropping it, and then being in an almost accident situation, right? You just never know, okay? I'm seeing bridges and tunnels. So just be careful, pay attention to your dreams, document them all. You never know what might be important, what you might need to take with you on the next part of the path of this journey toward ascension. And our last baby, we have to talk about always refer you to do the heart work with the heart work journal. All these journals are available on Amazon. And the heart work journal just helps you unravel and kind of do heart surgery on those emotional blockages that prevent the heart from, working properly, the heart chakra from pumping that vital life force energy through us, into us, to the rest of our chakra system, to allow all the things to open and flow so then we can tap into our Christ consciousness, tapping into our star energy, our star player energy and vibes, right? Our star chakra, if you will, okay? So, yeah, check those things out. I'll link everything below. If you feel so called to, you can donate to the channel. All donations are welcome. Any bit helps, right? I'll link that below as well as my email. So you have all the things, okay? I love preparing you for class. So until next time, class, pencils down, notebooks closed. Thank you for tuning in. As I always say, go in love and light. Seek purpose, not just paychecks. Always, always, always do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And until next time, peace, y'all.